Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of the Redeemed Podcast. Wapinduru wewe. Drum. Pastor Nick, utatuwekea hapo hivyo. Si ndio? So my name is Scott and I'm joined with my brother.
Yeah. My name is Lewis.
Yes.
Lewis Mkanji.
Yes. So this is the second episode, meaning there is a first episode.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Yes, the episode ya kwanza ilikuwa. It was amazing, man. And if you have not watched it yet, can you please go back and watch it?
Yeah, go and watch it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go and listen to that conversation with the ladies. You know, they have gone through a lot.
Yeah, they really opened up and we were like, we
But
were almost tearing here.
What the enemy meant for evil.
The Lord made it for good. Yeah, so
what the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around and is doing it for good.
Yeah.
So today we're back again to continue. We are back again to continue with the conversation on fatherhood. Now with men's perspective, our POV on fatherhood.
Yes.
So let's dive in directly to the questions. Hakuna time. Okay, so the first question that I will ask or we will discuss is, what does fatherhood mean to you?
That's a very good question. What does fatherhood mean to me? Fatherhood is, I think I can view it in a perspective of more than being just a father or just a dad, more than just bringing someone to this universe. I feel like it entails more of discipleship. It entails more of mentoring. It entails more of love, care, everything. So fatherhood is really more than just being there, just being a father, just siring up someone and bringing them up. I think God really desires us fathers to reflect Him here on earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good POV. I think to me, when the word father is being mentioned, I relate it with a good shepherd. You know, so a good shepherd provides, protects, guides, because sheep don't know where they are going. It is told of like sheep. As long as you've pointed, you're going this road. Tunaenda. They don't care like if there's something ahead, you know, as long as the shepherd is guiding. So for me, I think to summarize that, like what does fatherhood mean to me is a good shepherd. Like I look at it and I look at someone who has that rod and is ready to guide.
Mwende
na njia. You know, so that means he's providing leadership. He's providing care in terms of emotional care. And also he's also providing what are the sheep eating. You know, tunakula nini kwa nyumba. So I think to me fatherhood entails that, a good shepherd.
Okay, that's a very good answer. So I think we can proceed to the next question. So the other question was, how was your experience growing up with or without a father?
You want to start?
No.
Okay.
May you please start?
So I've grown up with a father.
With
so
a father. Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about without a father. But go and listen to the ladies episode. Watakwambia. Without a father. So I've grown with a father. My relationship with my father has been mountains and valleys. I think there's a poem that says my father started as a god. There's a poem that says that. So how we have grown up with my father, to a certain extent he was really there. He has cared for me in different multiple ways, but to a certain extent he also missed out in different ways. Like now me reflecting at it. So growing up with my father, we have fought. My father is my friend. Like now, because I'm still growing up.
Yeah,
you know?
you're still growing.
I'm still growing
Are
up.
you sure?
I'm still growing
yeah,
up.
sawa, yeah.
What do you mean? You know, my father is my friend
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We have fought, we have wrestled on different things.
Mm.
He has not been the, you know, top human or fulfilling certain expectations,
No.
but
Okay.
it has been quite a good experience.
Okay. I think for me, I can say we kind of share this a similar journey or a similar process in regards to fatherhood. Um, my father was, I, I was with a father. Yeah, I am still with a father
Yeah.
even up to now.
Mm.
Yeah, but also our journey, my journey with him, it was also valleys.
Mountains and valleys.
It was mountains and valleys. It wasn't the we have a good relationship. We have a good relationship. For me, I've always respected him as a father. I've always loved him, despite maybe his shortcomings.
Yeah.
Because I feel uh, that whatever we went through as a family, whatever like I saw in him, it has really stirred me up to be who I am, or God used it to show me that this it gave me lessons so that I can learn to be better.
You can learn to be better.
So yeah, I really appreciate him, and I thank him for everything that he has done in my life.
Yeah, I think a common thing, especially with us two men, we grow up and then later on in life we realize, yeah, by the way, I think in some certain way our fathers were always right. You know, in as much as we fought during those seasons where you are rebellious, in as much as you saw his shortcomings and you're like, why are you like this? You know, but you grow up and then you understand this guy was also just figuring it out. You know, he was just winging it. He didn't know, like, so this is how I'm supposed to raise
akukuja
like
na
my child,
syllabus akiambiwa ati unafaa kufanya hivi na hivi.
So personally, like, because I've grown up, I've reflected on it, I've seen different families, setups, etc., etc. I've come to that learning that that expectation of perfection in them, it's not there. It's not there. And probably we'll answer as we continue in the different questions that we have. So the third question that you're going to is, so will you rather choose a position-based father, one who mainly provides, or a present father who, so into brackets, who is wholesomely engaged, and why? So will you rather choose a position-based father, like he's there in terms of provision, especially, so like just to elaborate the question, in the African context of fatherhood, it was simmekula
Hivyo.
chonjo umeenda shule, he doesn't even know like huyu ako class anakuza wewe
Bana,
uli graduate
akona watoto wengi hadi ajui kunaendeleaje,
you know?
kwa hiyo nyumba.
So I think that is position based, and then now there is a father who is there for his children wholesomely. So what's your take on that?
For me, I would take a father who is there wholesomely. I feel that there is more to fatherhood than providing, than provision.
Yeah, that's true.
Because even in the scriptures it says, man cannot live on bread alone. So there is more. Like me as a father, I primarily, what I would want my kids is to lead them towards Christ, is to disciple them towards Christ. So yes, there's that aspect of provision, but I will want to lead them towards Christ, to love them, to care for them, to be there for them in each and every perspective, in each and every way that they need. Be there for them emotionally, spiritually. Also adding the fact that I can be able to provide for them, because manzesikuwa leta huku wateseke. Yeah, so for me, I would really love a man who can be able to be present for his family
wholesomely.
Yeah, because I think seeing your children happy, regardless to them having everything, will be your joy, and leading them to Christ, being the center of the family. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
what
think
about you?
for me,
Yeah.
I want to redirect this question. For me,
Mm-hmm.
definitely a wholesome father will do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter the
Mm-hmm.
finances. It doesn't matter. It matters. It matters,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the conclusion of the matter.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So as I've said, my ideal father is
Mm-hmm.
the one who was a representation of a good shepherd.
Shepherd, yeah.
So something that I've just thought of now,
Yeah.
especially now with relation to the way ladies
Mm.
are relating with jamas,
Mm.
uh, a POV
Yeah.
of how ladies want to get their jamas
Yeah.
who are going to be fathers in their life.
Yeah.
The jamas have to be sort and sort.
Yeah.
Wakona do.
Uh-huh.
So they don't know,
Mm.
but they are only looking at the relationship they're going to have with the guy
Yeah.
in a position-based manner, you know.
Financial. Uh-huh.
So they start living with the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then they expect this guy will be wholesome
Yeah.
to the kids. You know, I've actually
Mm.
thought of it
Yeah.
like right now. So try and look at the future
Yeah.
while you're choosing your partner. You know,
I feel yeah.
like
Is
don't look at it just from a point of uh, 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 does this guy have money? It is essential, but it is not the wholesome matter.
yeah. True.
Like, try and look at the values of the person you are choosing to be the father of your children. It's not only boyfriend and girlfriend. There is more to this.
Yeah. There's more to this than mine.
Yeah, so you can continue the
Okay.
question.
Let me proceed to the next question. How has your father or his absence influenced who you are today? What lessons have you learned directly or indirectly?
You
Uh-huh.
start.
Okay, how has your father or his absence influenced who you are today, who I am today? What lessons have I learned directly or indirectly?
Indirectly.
Um, as I said previously, because I think it dives back to the question that we discussed before. I learned so much from my dad, from him being there, because I think sometimes there's somewhere I heard that utapata someone is really complaining because his dad has not like brought them up well, so he's the way he is. So he's maybe mischievous. He's doing this and that. So, but the dad also has another kid
Yeah.
that he raised in the same environment,
Mm.
the same way that he raised you is the same way that he raised
He
me,
raised me.
and so you turn out to be like a good man, and
Because you have chose
yeah,
to be a good man.
because you have chose to be a good man. So I think in everything, I think in life generally, we like everything that we take, we should take out lessons out of them from whatever we experience. No. So
So
we don't take the negative side of it.
what is one thing,
Yeah.
now, like, just pinpointing like to your father relationship
Yeah.
that you can mention and say,
Mm.
so this,
Yeah.
my dad influenced me in this.
Yeah.
I didn't know, or you knew, but it influenced the person you are. Probably it was negative, but you have chosen it to be to 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 change the narrative.
Yeah.
So what is that one thing that you personally can pinpoint?
Okay, I think for me, my dad is someone who, when he had something ama he had something to share with us, he will share it wholesomely. Yani atatupea kama ni do hapo unasikia umepewa yote, umeitwa, umeambiwa haya, kujia.
Generous.
Yeah, he's very generous. He's very kind to us. So for me, I feel that is one aspect that I really took from him, that generosity, just give out to like your children. Unaenda una hustle, all this hustle is for nothing, you're hustling for them. Like he showed me that me pesa nawatafutia, all this money that I'm looking for is yours, it's not mine, because in the end of the day, nitapeleka wapi, unaona? So he shares, he is very generous. So I think that's one thing that I really took from him, that always he wants to ensure that we are happy if
he has.
Yeah, if he has. So
okay.
that's
I know your dad,
took
so
from him. Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
So personally, I think my father has influenced me in a number of ways. So one key thing about my father. So my father was alcoholic while growing up.
Yeah.
So I used to always say, I don't want to be like my father, as every guy say,
Yeah.
as every guy says. Then it got to a point in life, I became like him. You know, I became like him. I became alcoholic. Uh, so that was an influence.
That
It
was
was
an influence.
I have overcome that. Yeah, through Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Amen.
But it was an influence. I think another thing my dad has influenced me is my dad is a really silent guy. Am I silent?
Really, you're
I
the
think
complete opposite of your dad.
from a point of,
Uh,
like, my dad is a friend of people. Like, yeah, he's good with people. So I think that, like, because of that, I've also learned to accommodate people,
true,
have conversations with people without like pushing a certain age, like being judgmental.
Okay.
Yeah, like just living with people nicely. And one key phrase that he always says, people are others. So in as much as you trust people, like you relate with people, your trust is very
should be minimal.
Towards people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I think growing up you start to understand those phrases. Like, so he used to tell me, Scotty, people are others. So my dad calls me Scotty. Scotty, people are others. So now I understand it better, because I'm grown.
That's
So
nice.
moving on swiftly.
Yes.
This is a good conversation. This is a really good conversation.
Yeah,
I hope you are enjoying this conversation.
Yeah.
And as we continue, subscribe. We are on a road to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe for more of this. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So moving on swiftly, what do you think are the misconceptions people have about fatherhood?
I think one of the misconceptions people have about fatherhood is mainly a father should be able to provide and maybe be the person to discipline the children all the time whenever they are wrong. I think that's one misconception, because with that you find dads who just come, vile ulikuwa nasema, anakuja, si mmekula, aya chonjo, mko sawa, school fees nimelipa. But unaona, in that you don't have a relationship with your kids.
Nastaki kelele, leo niko na off, nataka kulala.
So with that you don't have a relationship with your kids, and it becomes hard even for you to, like, for the kids to open up to you. As I said, fatherhood is more of discipleship, is more of mentorship, love, being there for your family. So one misconception that people really have is being able to provide. Yes, it's not bad to provide, but that shouldn't be the end of it. I should be able to provide and also offer the other things, so that I can start a relationship with you. Because me having a relationship with you, it means my growing up will be so swift. Like everything leading you to Christ will be so easy. And the father's the pillar of the house. If I am present and there for you as a family, you will definitely follow me. As you have said, a shepherd follows the sheep follows the shepherd. Yeah, so that's my take.
For me is now I'll generalize it not only to fathers but men. I think people have a misconception that men have it figured out. They have everything figured out.
Okay.
Bro.
Ingine ni ngumu.
I think it's because men are very logical, or rather result oriented, and people get to see the different achievements that they do. They get to come with food at home without like complaining, etc. But fathers, your dad does not have everything figured out. He's just winging it. He especially, you can find, like, let's say for example, in his generation, there was no someone to tell him this is how you should raise your children, and he has given birth to children, so he's figuring it out as it happens. So I think there should be an extension of like grace towards them.
True.
Rather like call them, tell them you appreciate them.
Honestly,
You know, I think because men we love respect and honor. You know, tell them you appreciate them, respect them. Yeah, so generally your dad doesn't have it figured out. Same with our fathers.
Yeah.
So I think that's quite a misconception that people have.
True.
You know. Yeah.
Okay, so we proceed swiftly to the next question. How do you think absent fathers have impacted our generation? Do you think mothers are often forced to carry the father role? How does that affect children and society?
Yo.
Yeah.
Good question. It's only hadi iko na part B.
Iko na part mbili bana.
Hii ni kama Jesma.
Ni noma.
Like me I personally have never done Jesma. You've never done Jesma? I just hear it in people's
Tulikuwa tunasikianga. Wewe ukisoma private?
Oh, you hey, you guy.
Tulikuwa tunasikianga Jesma hivi. Hey.
Oh, Jesma ilikuanga private schools.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I think so.
I didn't know. Me, I didn't. I always listen like to like different people. Jesma. Well, anyway, let's continue. So for me, absent fathers. Fathers are pillars to society.
Yeah, true.
You know, and even looking at scriptures, husbands who are now fathers, they are representation of Christ.
Yeah, very true.
You know, so they are the ones who are shepherding the church, which is now their family. And the family is the smallest unit of the society. Like from the family, you know, everything else is it starts with the family, it starts with the community. So if families are raised well with good leadership, it flows to the community with good leadership. Like it extends overally, let's say to a country, to a state, you know, to a nation. So to answer the question, when we have absent fathers, then we have family pillars which are not strengthened. You know, they are broken off. There are some values that fathers need to pass on to the generation. You know, as you mentioned, like fatherhood is discipleship one-on-one. Because as you're raising your children, you're teaching them values and they are seeing you. And you see, discipleship is not about sitting down most of the times and talking. Discipleship is seeing, like, I'm seeing you, so you're doing this. So my dad used to do this, do this. And children learn from that. They learn from that. So because of that missing, we have not so stable families, and it continues, it flows to the community, and the community, now we have a lot of let's say theft, like there are vices because of something that was supposed to be started in the family homestead, you know, at home. So because that is missing, it really creates that, like, vices in the community. So that's what I can say with what thoughts do you have concerning that before we continue to part B?
How do I think absent fathers have influenced our generation? I think in our generation today, most of the people we meet out here, they do not have. You find them saying their fathers are not present.
Waliendea maziwa.
Hawakurudi.
Wengine waliendea nyama.
Diaper.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, so I think it really leaves a very big void in the society. That's in terms true. of the women juggling.
And you see
as a mom,
the way God created man and woman, he was very intentional with
and specific
that man provides leadership, you know. So that expectancy of now women, I think,
doing everything,
it misses the mark. And let me say, some women are really doing, like single moms out there, are really doing a good job. We agree. But there is need for reconciliation, especially when you're a single mom, to find men who have values, like good men
Yeah.
who can mentor and disciple
Disciple their
your children.
Yeah.
Be it, and it's not limited to only like guys alone, even ladies.
True.
They need that voice of fatherhood in their lives. Yeah, I cut you short. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, and I was saying that it leaves a very big void in the society. With so nowadays, you find most of the people out here, they have grown without their fathers, and it makes them sort of bitter, even towards men generally. So it's like changes their perspective of how men are, and I feel that being absent as fathers, there are some qualities that we instill to our children, and with us being absent, it also leaves a very huge gap there in terms of maybe discipling, in terms of I can say disciplining the children also, one way or another, in terms of who the children look up to as their mentor, as their so I think I'll go with that.
Okay. I think it's also just a point of exhorting and also ourselves and other men out there, like to reach out to those jamas, to those young ladies, and be a voice like in their lives, in a point of like fatherhood, like provide fatherhood in their lives, and also like to the church, create those spaces where you are able to mentor, disciple young men and ladies, and showing them the way they should go, especially if they are from a single mom homes. We are raised in a village. I think we should get back to that, even in the modern society, being raised in a village. So our director is telling us time, and we are just getting started. Anyway, so to continue, and even what we have started to touch on, do you think pastors should be fathers in their congregation?
My answer is yes, they should be fathers in the congregation.
What's the boundary looking like?
They should be fathers in the spiritual way, not the earthly way. They should not like take up the whole role as a father, but they should also be fathers. They should be shepherding their sheep, which is the congregation. So I feel pastors should always be there for their congregation, because God calls you to shepherd.
It's quite a task.
To shepherd the people. It's a very huge task. So I feel pastors should be fathers. They should be able to shepherd the congregation. They should be there to support them.
Like that's the whole role.
Yeah,
that's the whole role of a pastor.
Just like being a father.
It's just being a father. I don't think there is actually a separation in terms of spiritual, because it is one.
It is one.
There is oneness in it, like my thoughts. So I think it's trying to set up systems where there is definitely certain boundaries, but the core pillar of a church should be based on, like, in a family perspective.
Family setup,
so the pastor of the church or the congregation is the leader. So if you can't reach out to everyone, set up systems where everyone is catered for wholesomely. So I think that is what church should be, and also what pastors should be to their congregation.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of time, we have more questions to it. What type of father would you want to be?
What type of father would I want to be? I would want to be first a present dad.
Okay.
I would want to be a present dad, to always be there.
How many kids do you want?
Hey.
Anyway, continue.
Oh my God. I would want to be a present dad, to always be there for my family, for my wife, my kids, to be able to provide for them, to be able to lead them to the right way spiritually, to be there for them emotionally, in every perspective. I would personally, I will just want to be a present dad, to always be there
Okay.
in their lives.
Okay.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you?
A huge role, a huge task. But I see it. I think now I see it mostly from a point of discipleship. Like I want to look at my children
Yeah.
and see them reflecting Christ
Yeah,
in
reflecting
everything that
Christ.
they do.
Yeah.
So, with God's help and grace, to pass on the values
That you have to
that
them.
that I have
Yeah, to
to them.
Yeah.
You know, so I would want to be a very sober dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in terms of my thinking, yeah, in terms of how I do things. You know, so provide for them. Uh, like be a good dad.
Yeah,
Like
just be.
whereby when my son or daughter is somewhere and he or she has messed up, he's okay.
Because he knows.
He's okay to be like, I have a dad. I just go
Yeah.
to my dad.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean like I'm lenient to a certain extent, but provide that space for them where they
Be
can be
open.
nurtured
Yeah.
and be nurtured well. And as even we summarize, uh, because we're having a conversation on fatherhood, and as we are finishing, I think it's a reminder to you, our viewers, that God is a good father
Yes.
to all of us. You know, Jesus tells us, do not put your trust in man. And probably I would say it like, do not put your trust. Maybe you've put trust in your father and he has failed you to a certain extent, or he left with milk.
And he never
He,
came
he
back.
left to go and buy milk and never came
Never
back.
came back.
So
Oh.
a reminder and an assurance to you that God is a good father, to you. Like he knows you where you are at. He knows why that situation happened in your life.
Yeah.
And to read a scripture, just to encourage you. Psalms 103 verse 13. It says, as a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. So God is a father, but you need to have a relationship with him. And you are having a relationship with him by accepting Jesus Christ in your life as Lord and Savior. And yeah, I guess that's my conclusion, POV of this conversation. Yeah, what can you say as we end?
For me, what I can say is just as you have said, just as my partner has mentioned, to add.
Oh, jamani, need a partner. Continue.
Fathers out there should take the role of fathership as it was given to them by God.
Yeah, that's true.
So in everything that they do, they should be reflecting our earthly, our spiritual
Heavenly
father, who is God,
yeah.
to our kids. So in everything that we do, we know that our children will be looking up to us.
Yeah.
And we should just be present. Imagine, just be present for our families. And yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay, director, can we have 5 minutes? Okay, it's fine. So as we finish up this conversation, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, comment,
Subscribe,
share, and subscribe. Yes, as I mentioned, we are on a road to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
You're laughing at me.
And make sure you watch each and every episode.
Yeah, make sure you watch each and every
every episode.
Atumalize
watch zote.
Yeah.
It was a really good conversation.
That was a really. You know what I wanted us to do? We are done.